What is going on? Brian Carroll here, PowerXStrength.com HQ, coming to you from beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. Today, I'm talking about a very common topic. I get this email multiple times a day, and you've probably seen 11 other videos about similar topics concerning how long to get out of back pain. Brian, I've been working on getting out of back pain forever. It's not happening. I'm frustrated. It seems like you were out of back pain pretty quickly, yada, yada, yada. Well, everyone's injury is unique. And I know you've heard me say this so many different times, but it's true. Every injury is unique. So person A that's comparing themselves to person B has to stop doing that because they're not the same person. They don't have the same genetic makeup. They don't have the same goals. And then likely they don't have the same program adherence either. So I have people all the time reach out to me after a consult. It could be a week or two, it might be a month or two, or 3 months, and they're like, I'm still not feeling better. Unfortunately, most times your injury didn't just take a couple of months to build or become created. It's been cumulative and building for sometimes years, sometimes over a decade, and then boom, it seemingly happens overnight, when in truth, it's been building and been cumulative for a long time. So with that said, similar to someone who wants to drop weight, they want to drop weight in like 10 weeks when they've been putting it on for the last 3 or 4 years. It's the same thing with back pain, but different, okay? I can't predict how long it's going to take. Each person's pain generator is different. It depends on a little bit of luck, program adherence, and then genetics. And of course, what goal they're trying to get back to doing. So be prepared. If you're going to really do this the correct way, be prepared to do this for the long haul. It might be months and months and months before your pain even starts to wind down a little bit, because it might be super sensitized. I don't know. Each individual case is unique to that person. PowerX Strength CBD is 100% CBD isolate derived from hemp. There's no THC in our products. We have sublingual drops in flavors natural. We have cinnamon and brand new strawberry CBD isolate drops. We also have balms in lemongrass, lavender, sage, and natural. We want you to use this anywhere from 2 to 4 times a day, depending on how you're feeling and how inflamed the area is. You need to rub it in and petrissage it into the muscle like this and let it sit. We also have CryoFreeze, which is 1,000 milligrams of CBD isolate mixed with a menthol formula that is great to use post-workout. People really enjoy this. That way you don't have to get your hands nasty. And lastly, we are super excited to announce the unveiling of our gummy products coming mid-July, 1 month from now. Stay tuned for more details. I had a unique call with someone last week from Australia. They did an assessment with McGill virtually a few years ago, and they told me that they didn't see their pain wind down for almost 14 months before their pain started ramping down and then slowly centralized and went away from their leg and went up into their backs, centrally where the actual injury was located, and then their pain kind of went away. So that's the extreme example. Most people, it's not going to be a year plus for your pain to wind down. Again, it's going to be personally dependent. With that said, sometimes, especially if you have bone pain, it's going to take months for your pain to desensitize and wind down. So with that said, you can't jump from program to program and expect a good outcome. So you have to be patient with the process. Read Gift of Injury. Even though there's a time where it seems like I'm just dramatically pain-free, we couldn't document every single good and bad day that I had. So you have to understand, it was still mentally tough for me to take a year off from lifting and still freaking fail at the end. I still needed 18 months to get back on the platform. So for those of you out there that power lift or do strongman or Olympic lift or CrossFit, I would assume that it will take anywhere from a year to 2 years for you to be able to get back on the platform at the same rate that you were before, if not longer. So I know that sounds like a long time, but again, it most likely took longer for you to actually get injured. So that's the only way I know how to do it. I know people have different ways out there, and I'm critical of a lot of these different ways. With that said, my way that I've learned from Dr. McGill works well, and that's the way I know how to do it. You got to give it time. And unfortunately, sometimes the waiting game is the most difficult part, but nothing good comes overnight. So grit and bear the time, learn about yourself. If you need to get mental counseling or focus on the psychological aspect, which a lot of people need to do, then that's something that helped me as well. Having someone to talk to, a counselor, or reaching out to someone like me to talk to about the process. It's not easy. I understand. I have empathy for you, but there's no way to rush this. One thing is for certain though, if you rush things too quick, your likeliness to fail just goes up exponentially. So if in doubt, slow things down, back off, stop doing so much, and let your pain settle. Sometimes less is more, but don't rest too much, because lying around in the bed and not doing anything can also wind up some people's pain generators and triggers. So that's why it's important to do enough, but not do too much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for watching today. Please subscribe, like, and share if you enjoyed this video, and have a wonderful day.